Wow! Woo. Hold on to that, and that's a good one.
Since 1984.
Tight Lines with Sammy Lee.
Do you need to run 50, 60, or even 100 miles in a tournament to try and catch fish? Well, my guest today thinks he has to. Hello, this is Sammy Lee. In just a moment, Hank Parker will tell you why. But first, this message.
After a long day at work or on the water, you know what I like to sit down to? A big old plate of U.S. farm-raised catfish. You know, it just doesn't get any better than U.S. farm-raised catfish, because it's the healthiest fish from pond to plate. So at my house, catfish is what's for dinner. U.S. farm-raised catfish. For more information, you ought to visit uscatfish.com.
If you're a tournament bass fisherman, do you have to run long distances to catch fish? Well, according to two-time Bassmaster Classic winner Hank Parker, he thinks he has to.
In order for me to fish well, I have to really get intently involved in what I'm doing. My intensity is disrupted very easy with other competitors. If I'm fishing a little area, let's just say 200 or 300 yard area that I'm concentrating on, and you know that happens a lot in tournaments. You'll go 100 miles, but yet you'll catch the majority of the fish in a stretch of shoreline that may only be 200 or 300 yards long. And if I'm doing that close to the weigh-in, inevitably there'll be somebody, not on purpose, and certainly they have every right to, but they're going to share that shoreline with you. And when that happens, and I know that fish are in a certain position or a certain little point on that shoreline, and I see another boat, I tend to get my mind on, I hope he don't cast up there, or boy, I got to hurry up and beat him where I can get up to that one point because I know there's going to be a fish there, and those kind of things, and it just absolutely disrupts my thought pattern and destroys me. I don't perform well. I think in any sport, or really in any walk of life, part of being successful is knowing your limitations. And there's no doubt Hank Parker is very limited on how well he can perform and how intense he can concentrate when he's surrounded by other boats.
And the record books show that Hank Parker can certainly perform when he runs long distances. I'll be back with more Tight Lines after this. I'll conclude talking with Hank Parker about running long distances next time, so I hope you'll join us. I'm Sammy Lee, and until next time, Tight Lines.
Tight Lines, brought to you by UFP,
America's leading maker of brake systems for boat trailers.
Yozuri,
Lures that catch fish like no other brand.
Fishmate,
The ultimate fishing app for your smartphone.
and by U.S. farm-raised catfish.
The healthiest fish from pond to plate.
Follow Tight Lines on Twitter at www.twitter.com/TightLinesRadio.